afternoon, everyone. This is Tony from Her Homestead Skills, and I do recognize that I have been slightly remiss in offering videos on my channel lately. I have been in my garden trying to turn a weed patch into a productive and useful and pretty garden. Mark and I have been putting in a fair amount of structure. We put in a trellis and a front fence. We have yet to finish the front fence, but that's fine. I have also been laying a little bit more cloth and have been planting a lot of seeds. Now, planting seeds is not all that exciting. There's very little to show, but I'll put this little video together and hopefully you enjoy it, and when the plants start to develop more, then we can offer you something a little bit more interesting as well. Hopefully our lockdown will end shortly. It's hard to say. It is looking like they're heading in the right direction, so we should be able to do some more interesting things at that point. Okay, thank you, and here's my video. Okay, at this point the structure of the garden is in, and I have started to develop some plots. The first one has Swiss chard and carrots and radishes. The second one has broccoli, and I may have planted a bit thickly, but I can take some of those out. The third one, I believe, has spinach. Yes, that's correct. The third one has spinach. And the fourth one, I have planted white potatoes. There's still a number of rows to be planted, but we're getting there. And the trellis has been planted with the beans on the one side, and the pole beans. I really love these pole beans that I have, and peas on the other. So they will be growing on and over this trellis. And of course, I've got a few plots between that and where the garden cloth is laid, and the plants at the back are, and so far they're doing fine. As I said, the only ones that have suffered any damage at all were my cucumbers, and we did have a bit of a frost, well, close to a frost. It was a few degrees above zero, and didn't really suffer too much harm with that. The cucumbers had already suffered a couple of days before that, so they were replanted with new seed. They're small, but they're coming along. And irises are absolutely gorgeous. They're in full bloom. And in the back were the Brussels sprouts, and they're doing fine. And here you can see some beginnings of the tomato plants. The first row that was planted is the healthiest, of course. Not much else to show. It's just the beginnings of a garden, but what was once a weed plot has now been somewhat tamed. I have those few more rows to do there, and we'll see what comes of that. Hopefully we'll have a lush, productive garden. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you have taken an interest in gardening yourselves, and you're doing something along those lines this year. Anyway, we'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now.